So Braun says that ring culture is weird to him. In the episode of Mind the Game, Braun and Steve Nash talk about why ring culture is so much more prevalent in the NBA than any other sport. Braun goes on to say that it's not fair that players like Iverson, Barkley, Patrick Ewing, T-Mac, those players get viewed differently because they haven't won a championship, or other players, even if they have won a championship, if they won less than somebody else, if that guy has 3 championships, I have 2, he's automatically better. That's something that a lot of fans, a lot of people in basketball, that's their mindset. When you really think about it, it don't really make sense. And Braun is saying he don't even know where it started. Now, if you ask me, I think it's obvious where it started. It started with Michael Jordan's fans. And I'll be honest, it's hard for me to really blame them for falling into the trap. Like, if you're an average fan in basketball, like you don't really know everything about the game, you just like to watch it. All most people know is that the team with the most points win. So they're paying attention to who's scoring the ball. In the 90s, nobody was scoring like Mike. So much so that people were calling him the greatest before he even won a championship. And definitely before he won 6. What I need people to remember and understand is that whether he won 6 championships or not, whether he was 6-0 or not, Michael Jordan was still gonna be Michael Jordan, bro. It's not just the championships, bro, it's everything, but people lose sight of that. So now anytime you compare anybody to Michael Jordan, the only thing the average person is going to say is 6 rings. Who got more championships? And that carries over, that trickles down into everybody else in the league. Prime example, there are people right now saying that if Tyrese Halliburton wins a championship, he's a better basketball player than Chris Paul. Stop it. But that's what ring culture did. That's literally that's all people talk about. And it doesn't show up in other sports because basketball is the one sport where, even though it's not true, it looks like one person can really do everything. And like I said, basketball is about scoring. So whoever has the most points on the team that won, that's the person everyone remembers. In football and baseball, like you don't even play both sides, right? You don't play offense and defense all at once. The games aren't like that. So you don't even contribute winning to one person like you do in basketball. So when people see someone like Iverson not have any championships, your first thought is going to be, oh, it's just because he's not as good as Michael Jordan. And in reality, I mean, yes, that's true. But when in reality, he's just never played on the Chicago Bulls. People give Jordan all the credit like he didn't play for one of the greatest teams of all time. But that's just how basketball is. So it's easy to fall into the ring culture trap because it really does look like one person can affect winning that much. Even though everyone who's played the game knows it's a team sport. Your team has to have it. Your team has to be great to win a championship. It's not just one person.